Not this summer, but last summer. I was in Chicago, and it was me, Michael, Jason, Sarah, and Alexis. We were walking on the street looking to dance. And there was no place to dance. But there was music coming out of this bar that was about the size of this stage. So we went into it, and at the back there was a little pocket, and no one was dancing, but had some righteous tunes coming from the jukebox. So we continued making righteous tunes coming out of that jukebox for the next hour to an hour and a half, and fucking owned our floor. When Total Eclipse of the Heart started playing, Sarah Morgan went and got streams of toilet paper from the bathroom, and she started at the back hallway and ran towards us with it flying behind her, while we flanked on the side and she ran through us going. When I'm on the road, I have a bottle cap in my pocket. The bottle cap reminds me that it's me, not Sarah Morgan, but someone else. Thank y'all so much for coming out tonight. I spent an afternoon in a dark spot in my head, and it's really nice to come out of it with all of this. I was just following the little dog through the skinny trees. I was just collecting water glasses, stacking them and taking them to the well, carrying them back one by one, trying not to drop one single drop. It didn't work out so well. I was wearing the same shirt as the day before, and also the day before that, and also the day before that, and the day before that. I spent my days asking my ghost to join me on the dance floor. Let's twist, let's shimmy. While the room waltzes, I will Watusi. I was Jimmy Switchblade. I was the Three Cherries gang. I was the tallest cigarette in the pack. I was black jacket, collared up. In reality, I was yellow shirt lost. I was laying in the dirt and piling it on. I believed if I kept trying to bury myself, then maybe I could talk to some other world, but I just got dirty. My belly was heavy. I could barely move. For months, I barely moved. I watched the sun go down, and in waiting for it to return, I slept. I dreamed of the bicycle, but did not know what the bicycle was. I dreamed of the bicycle and thought, what a strange horse that fish is. Do I kill it or ride it? How do I do either of those? Instead, I rode the airplanes like they were church, staring out the window, hoping the chains would not climb this high. At this altitude, all the angels were turning blue. I made a list of my body parts that still worked, folded it into an envelope, hoping my mother or my former lover would one day come across it. That list is a poem, not a list. So is this one. I rode the airplanes until they brought me 530 miles from the room that I was born inside of. My fists then were not so much smaller than they are now, simply tighter. I have been shrinking more and more with every single month. The South, it is my beautiful bed. One day bury me in it. Till then, I will touch it from time to time, carry me inside of its wet heat. I sweat when I walk. When I walk, I see my dreams come closer. What I thought was a horse or a fish was really a girl on a bicycle. She had small fingers, but reached them towards me. I neither killed nor rode her. All I did was make a hand. All I did was get wet. All I did was shake my ribcage like a library in an earthquake. I spilled books like holy water. My rooms were a mess. The ceiling spun closer to read all that I was. I was 1,000 years of hard-covered spines, splinters on my tongue from licking the cathedral. I had worked so hard and long from my sorrow. So I asked my boss for the night off. Caught another plane, rode it to a dance in Chicago. I combed my hair, slicked down with pomade, and put my shiniest belt buckle on. I saw Susie on the dance floor. She put a cord in the jukebox, grabbed me like a policeman, and asked, "What you do, Ace?" I told her I work at a malt shop, and sometimes I bury things, but I ain't always too good at that. I told her. She looked at me like we had prayed on the same cliff. She told me she didn't believe in God anymore, and I told her I still did. Her and I, we have prayed on the same cliff. She held me like a handcuff. I swallowed keys. I danced with Susie all night long. I'm still waiting for that sun to come up. I don't care if it never does. I'm warm enough.